Let's learn about performative males and what they are and how to become one. This is just a video on you, by the way. This is gonna be me.
On their lifestyle and behavior patterns as a means of having a general understanding of what kind of person they are. You got the gym bro with their shaker bottles, bulky headphones, David Late gym motivation workout playlists, and wardrobe consisting solely of pump cover hoodies, tank tops, 5-inch cut shorts, and joggers.
I was about to pause it right here and say, well, none of these apply to me. Wearing a tank top, wearing fucking joggers. Okay, I did wear this to the gym.
Joggers. You got the Visco girls with their scrunchies, oversized t-shirts, Birkenstocks, hydro flasks, and metal straws. You got the SoCal Asians with their baggy jeans and cropped t-shirts who love keshi, raving, and camping out at—
I might be a SoCal Asian, if I'm being honest. If I had to pull one archetype so far, I'm pulling the SoCal Asian.
If life was an MMO, these are basically the equivalent of classes. Anyways, it seems like a new update to life has dropped.
My friend's Evil X was a performative male. Okay, let me learn what this is before I can start judging.
But what is the performative male? For those that don't know, let's shed some light on this classification.
Oh, is that boba? Is that boba? Oh, it's fucking matcha. All right, it's fucking matcha. I'm so white.
Let me throw some buzzwords that might give you an idea about what a performative male is. 4 a.m., cold showers, atomic habits, matcha.
So far, 4 a.m., no. Cold showers, no. I've read this book, but like 4 years ago. And matcha, yes.
Male manipulators hiding their colors behind a soft boy aesthetic to make them appear less threatening. Highly active social media accounts with posts and stories that romanticize their lives, while in reality, these are all mechanisms to hide from the truth they're afraid to face.
Am I hiding behind, is this a glorified version of my life sitting at a computer at 9:13 p.m. playing video games and talking to people?
That aligns his behaviors and lifestyle with what will be rewarded by society. The catch.
Ooh, okay, I think I'm a little bit of a performative male. So just a poser? Yeah, I definitely do think, at least I'm getting better now. At least I've definitely been a performative male like 4 or 5 years ago of, oh, girls won't find this cool, so I won't do this thing. Now it's like, dude, I fucking stream, dude. You think I'm streaming for women? You think I'd do that and go out to the club and say, well, what up, buzz? Guess what I do? I freaking stream video games. And they say freaking yuck. Is a performative male like a poser, but for the girls only? Essentially. Or society, other guys, because the guys only go to the gym for other guys.
Now, this isn't necessarily a new concept. Performative males have been around since the olden days, even older than Intel Pentium processors, and their behavior patterns adapt to the ebbs and flows of socio-cultural shifts.
Everyone's, I think, a little bit performative. I mean, yeah, there's parts of us that, you know, want to fit in. There's a reason we all don't just play, I don't know, digging our butts all day. But when you make your personality, I wake up at 4 a.m., take 3 showers, meditate for 4 hours, wake up a second time, meditate again a 4th time. It's like, bro, like, do something. When you ask someone, like, what do you like to do for fun? They're like, I like going to the gym. And you're like, that's not fun. You just do that shit. What do I like to do for fun? I like to go for walks. Shut the fuck up.
Is because it's the complete opposite of the red-pilled hyper-masculine alpha male. And
oh, wait, what?
At its core, it still stems from the same deep-rooted issues.
Yep.
It's essentially a reskin. Furthermore, it seems like everyone knows at least one person that acts in this way. And it's so cliche and cookie-cutter that it's kind of humorous. What's more gratifying than putting a label to a collective experience everyone's had while exposing behavior that people are getting tired of seeing? Where's the individuality? So what is—
okay, it's guys who wear thrifted clothing and read books.
Iteration of a performative male that's making waves online right now.
The poor guy who just genuinely enjoys reading, and finally he has other guy friends to go thrifting and go to the library with, and now he watches this and he's like, no, this has been me the entire time. A new performative man is trying to hide the hypermasculinity turn himself. Yeah, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like he said, they just reskinned. They went from being like, yeah, fucking hit women respectfully. Now it's like, yeah, I respect all women.
Impressed by an excessively macho man that puffs his chest and acts bigger than he really is. And so guys embodied something different to
I read women's literature.
And well, what's the opposite of a man that's overly aggressive and nearly tyrannical in his temperament? How about a chill, nonchalant guy that's completely unbothered?
Oh,
that's pretty refreshing, right? Why
shit.
is he so unbothered? Is it because he's just in a constant state of zen that life's inconveniences don't affect him? That sounds like he's in a healthy state of mind. Instead of a guy who's hyper-masculine, what about a guy that's in touch with his femininity? He has a tote bag that's accessorized with cute Labubu or Mishi keychain.
Labubu! shoes.
and is very stylish with his fashion sense. He loves music and discovering indie
Yeah, I've seen the performative male now. This aesthetic.
artists, but he has a handful of artists he always goes back to, Biba Doobie and Claro. He's even aware of his star sign. He's a Virgo, as a matter of fact.
Not a Virgo. I don't know who those artists were, so I think we're leaning more towards non-provocative. Performative men love a big sweater and a light wash too big jean, the baggy jean, light wash. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this shit on like the Jubilee videos. I think it is just posers because I feel like I've seen these people for a while and they are kind of chill, but now I see people, like more people going into it, but I could see the masculine men were doing this shit.
Instagram is also very aesthetic, which suggests he has an eye for beauty and making himself look presentable. To top it off, his hobbies are also very healthy.
You're a performative man. Okay, what are sambas? Oh, these fucking shoes. You might want to watch out.
Whether that be going to the gym, running, or bouldering, as well as going to cafes to read self-improvement books like Atomic Habits or 48 Laws of Power while sipping on matcha. But
okay, yeah, these were books that alphas were reading years ago. You watch any alpha video from 2018 to 2021, they're recommending this.
For whatever reason, he seems to make a showing out of the things he's doing, like he wants everyone to know. Thus, the most recent iteration of the performative male was born. This is all a performance to become more likable, especially with women. He doesn't care about star signs. He just wants to have a talking point that he can easily bring up when talking with girls so that they warm up to him easier. You think he actually reads Atomic Habits to learn how to better manage his time? Nah, he's doing it to show to others that
is the hus watching? Yep, caught. Oh, there's one passing by right now.
Are done in such a performative way, it comes off as trying too hard. The facade lures people in, and those that are caught within the performative male's grasp are exposed to what's beneath the mask. A highly insecure man that will do anything to satisfy his own ego.
Okay, I've been in this trap. Watching this video now, I did spend the majority of my life in this trap of only doing things that I thought other people would find cool. But oh god, there's a big ass fly, dude. Scared the hell out of me, dude. And I let that shit in too. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out like that. It wasn't very performative of you. Oh, what got you out of this trap? I don't know. It probably wasn't therapy because I didn't go to therapy until recently. Maybe a video or something that was like, why don't I just do shit that I actually enjoy doing? Because I think maybe it was like some book or something. Oh, I hit it, but it didn't die. It is not very vegan of you. Vegans... No, I think bugs are stupid, vile creatures that should be obliterated from the entirety of the earth. And I stand by it. Like, I don't know what exactly it was. Realized the things I were doing, I did not actually enjoy doing, but I thought other people would think I was cool if I did do those things. And then I think I told everyone about the things I was doing. And then it was like, wait, I've told everyone I don't actually want to do this thing.
He pulls you in with his facade, gains your trust, and takes advantage of it. He manipulates. He brings others down instead of lifting them up. He makes you feel like the problem. He pulls the rug from underneath you. He hides his true colors behind a performance. And people are catching on to this lack of...
You should see me. The minute the stream goes off, I start disrespecting women so fast.
At the core, the obsessive leaning towards these particular behavior patterns stems from a lack of self-security. Behind all the tote bags, labubus, and matchas, or the turbocharged sport cars, Rolexes, and bulging muscles, is a deeply hurt man clinging onto behaviors that have rewarded him with the love and validation he is so deeply starved for. Because they do work to give attention and validation to a certain extent, right? If it didn't receive attention, it wouldn't be going viral to begin with.
They get labubus. Why? Because other people think they're cool. They do it for the girls. They do it for the women. How do you get women? You pretend to like the shit they like. That's what a performative male is. What is the performative? Oh, the performative female? I feel like it's the same thing, just opposite. Female equivalent to performative man. If I were to guess... I would say it's like very similar things of a pick-me girl. I would say a pick-me girl of really just doing things for the Instagram. If it's more, because I think more girls are genuinely interested in posting good pictures on Instagram, and when a guy does it, it's you're either a photographer or you're being a performative male. Whereas it's more, there's a lot more things that girls do that are just more normal. Like girls have more outward personality, so it's hard for there to be like a specific niche of like, oh, when a girl does this thing, you know? Because like, girls love doing shit.
Instead of people striving for these things as a means of self-growth and development, they've been brainwashed into seeing themselves as fundamentally...
Okay, so doing these things isn't inherently bad. Like going to the gym is a good thing, but doing it in a way of saying, once I do this, then I'll be a winner. I'll become so cool. They're gonna want me. They're all gonna freaking want me now. I'm gonna go from nerdy to everyone's gonna love me.
Flawed and broken products, and they've come to believe that these things are the missing pieces that will fix them and make them whole again, and thus spawns a generation of deeply insecure people who feel the need to hide behind a mask of superiority because they are afraid of being punished for showing the not so pretty or competent sides to them. Not to mention, being exposed to an overabundance of high performers and attractive people online as a result of social media further exacerbates this problem and feeds the insecurity. Because being constantly exposed to only the perfect sides of people makes you feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it together.
Shit, I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. Without social media and TV, I think the concept of attractiveness is almost impossible. I think it's not impossible. I think it's a lot less in the front of your mind, right? Because go back to the time of the monarchs, right? I'm imagining the gladiators. Imagine the princess or the queen or the king or the knight walks in and everyone's like, wow, you're the prince. You're so handsome. Wow, you're the princess. I one day I could wish I was as beautiful as you. But then you go home and then you kind of forget about it, right? You go back to your shack and then you kind of just, oh yeah, that's, it's over. Whereas like social media, it's like, I've been reminded, 16 times throughout the day that I'm not as good as all these other people.
I think the reason for why it's especially prominent in guys is that men are kind of the punching bag of this day and age. They've been told that they were the oppressors, the ones that cause all of society's problems, and as a result are getting their just desserts. They've been told that they need to step up, do better. Be a man, but don't be a man, because men are problematic. Be masculine, but not overly masculine. Take control, but don't be controlling. It seems like no matter what a guy does, he's given shit for it. And so, it's no surprise guys are at a loss for how to act and are afraid to be themselves. As a result, they hide behind the safety and comfort of a performative mask that society reinforces. Everyone preaches and boasts about wanting the complete package or being
6 foot, 200 pounds lean. That's when I'll be cool. A lethal face card. That's what I want. When he buys you just because flowers. Oh, well, that's just romantic as hell. That's like the one good thing.
while bashing those that are a work in progress or are in the process of getting it together. Not many people know how to be real because they're not given a safe space to discover, express, and practice who they are. What's unfortunate about this circumstance is that it groups insecure people that want to be loved with a toxic predatory people that are trying to win someone's trust to take advantage of.
It's true. My self-worth, so high. My friend's self-worth, he gets so many girls. He's a way more valuable than me. He drinks all the matcha.
I also kind of feel bad for the people that genuinely enjoy the things people label performative nowadays.
That's what I was saying.
The people doing it for clout and validation are giving them a bad reputation. It's almost like a witch hunt where people will try to find something performative in just about anything. Like, oh, he eats clean? How performative. He shoves matcha up his ass? How performative. Like, bro, not everything is performative. Some people just like what they like. Everyone's just got hella trust issues.
I imagine this is an issue for girls too. Enjoying things that people find performative, like somebody actually has a has a taste for Labubus. But I think it's obvious, right? Like, 'cause I go to a lot of raves, right? Been to 2, but you can tell which girls are there because they actually enjoy raves versus which ones are there just to get the one Instagram photo of them on someone's shoulders, whatever, partying at a. Like, you can tell who's there for what, and I imagine it's for most other things too. I can't tell you who's who actually likes matcha and who's doing it to be cool,
The silver lining in all this is that these viral trends bashing on these behaviors shows that people are getting tired of the performative acts that are purely designed to get something out of them. People are craving authenticity and genuine people, especially because it's hard to come by nowadays. There's a market for being real, and it's quite high in demand.
Dang, now we get performative males performing to be real. One layer deeper. You make fun of performative males, but you're performing that. I was low-key performative for a hot second, but I realized I don't really care at all, which is also an issue, not caring at all. I still think, like, we inherently do things, like, you wouldn't do things that your friends think are bad and stupid, right? It's how you do the thing you do. Like, my one friend, he loves collecting lightsabers. I'm talking like the really expensive $600-$700 lightsabers. If he was weird about it, and was like, oh, it's not, I don't like to collect them. It's just, no, I don't, it's a weird thing. It's like, bro, like, just own it. But he does. He's like, I fucking collect these things. I fucking love them. They're sick. Start Disney adults. I think it's different. I think that shit's just weird. Matcha tastes like sludge without a load of sugar. It does. It tastes like earthy dirt. But that's coffee too. Coffee also tastes like shit.
There isn't much of a lesson this time around. I kind of just want to talk a little bit about some of the things I've observed about our generation and culture. It seems that self-image has got us in a chokehold more than ever before. Whether that be through glowing up physically or waking up at 4 a.m. to grind, these things are done in the
grind
name of
never stops.
self-improvement, but can come off as disingenuous.
The grind never starts. I'm sleeping. Dude, you know what's interesting? During the week, trying to wait, this morning, I did not want to get up. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock. I was tired. And I woke up at like 7 and I was like, damn, I want to sleep for another hour. And I just laid in bed not wanting to get up because I didn't want to work. I just did not want to work. But I was like, I could have laid in bed probably until like 9 or 10 o'clock because I didn't want to work. But then on the weekend, it could be fucking 5 in the morning. And my brain's like, why don't you get up and go do this? And I'm like, he's right. I should go and do that. And then I'll just fucking get up and do it. I hate it.
How much of it is actually from an intrinsic desire to improve, and how much is it just stroking of one's ego? Because a lot of the self-improvement that's being presented on social media are surface level stuff that boosts one's self-image. But what about the self-improvement that matters the most? The deep internal work that builds character, makes one more kind.
If you had to take one thing out of life, it's this. I stand by this. This is probably the best thing that I've come back to a couple times in my life when I've gone too far down the rabbit hole of grind never stops. Gotta do this. Anxiety, depression. Just comes back to just talking to people, you know? I think connecting with people is almost a religious experience, 100%. We are social human beings. When I was working from home / unemployed, I would only hang out with my friends on the weekends. That shit was so lonely. Okay, you know what bit I do want to run in real life? I want to run this bit. So at a club or somewhere, you drop a piece of paper, like out of your back pocket or something like accidentally, and you wait for someone to grab it and go give it back to you. And then as they're like, hey, you dropped this, you pretend not to hear them and you just sign it and say, hey, have a good one. I think that shit's funny. I'm not a bits guy. I fucking laugh at everything, dude. I don't think I'd be able to keep a straight face. What was the decision, yay or nay on performative? All I knew is that they drink matcha. No, definitely not. I didn't fill this out. If I kind of just went by and said yay or nay, I think no. Because in the end of the video, he did say, I feel bad for the people who actually like this shit. I had matcha once, was like, this shit's actually fucking good. It was a Starbucks matcha and they put a shit ton of sugar in it. Before I knew it was everyone should get freaking matcha or whatever. It's awesome. I genuinely don't know what men have listening to. What's Claro? Oh, that was the artist. That's right. Oh, okay. Okay, I know this song. God forbid a man listen to a woman artist. Yeah, this was a good ass video. Yeah, shout out to freaking Soyo. So yo think I'm stupid.